Actually, my question here was for Prilithan and Andres, but unfortunately, I was so disappointed that they are not here. But I'm not surprised. So I do think they don't have transparency, no accountability or whatsoever. And actually, when they are here, if they are here, or if I'm hoping they are watching, I actually just wanted to ask them one question. Like every other agency or any other kementerian in Malaysia, we have something called external independent audit against someone or an agency. But Prilithan, unfortunately, have an internal reviews and they have probably a financial review from the Malaysian AG chambers, if I'm not mistaken, but they do not have an external independent expert review. This is very important because they are dealing with wildlife. So I think kebal, they are so egoistic,
Yes.
and whenever there is an external expert giving an expert opinion, they are not even listening, they are not acknowledging it. Kita orang Malaysia, kita bukan kurang cerdik. We are all educated, we are well informed, like what Datin said earlier. I think it's time that Prilithan and Andres change their attitude and stop being cowards and come and join forums like that and be transparent. And I really hope that one day there will be a external independent audit. This is like Prilithan, I'm making a SOP, I'm going to break this SOP, and then later on I will give a statement, internal review statement, and that's it. This is very disappointing. That's actually my question is for them, but if anybody could answer why there is no internal, external independent audit for Prilithan, yeah, please go ahead and share with me.
Thank you for that, Doctor. So I think yours is more of a suggestion really, and it's a good one. That really what is needed is external oversight. There is no external oversight. Now, if I may just address this issue, I mean, the reason why there's no external oversight, I think the answer is really staring at us in the face, unfortunately, is because they don't want to be bound by any other people or any other rules. Really, saya rasa cadangan yang sangat bernas. Apa yang kita perlu adalah penyelihan daripada agensi luar. Untuk for any future attempts to transfer elephants, any future attempts to deal with animals, what is really needed is external oversight, penyeliaan dari pihak luar supaya proses dia lagi kukuh, lagi mantap, lagi susah untuk pemindahan macam ini berlaku. I hope it happens, and that's something that we can also ask for from the government when it's time to vote, you see. I think it was another one of the suggestions. These are issues we should be raising actually. The people, para pengundi seharusnya membangkitkan isu ini juga, and make some change. Okay, soalan terakhir ya, sebelum kami saya nak bagi orang yang belum mengumpulkan soalan lagi. Nadia, okay, please do.
I'm sorry. Okay, actually, I have a million questions in my head because I think. Okay, sorry. I'm Christine. I'm a wildlife conservation artist of Malaysia, and I advocate conservation in the world. Anyway, I have always advocated no elephant rides and no don't watch elephant performance, don't support elephant performances. I've been so proud that Malaysia is one of the countries that do not do things like this to elephants. I'm always attacking India and Thailand, using them as an example. But after the duck issue, I think the whole Pandora box just opened up and all the worms are all out. And I realized that why are we treating our totally protected elephants so badly? So I watched A Famosa Safari Wonderland. Now, under the Act 716, it says that you can't use totally protected animals as for commercial use and performances. And I don't understand why Malaysia is doing it. So my question is, these elephants that are in this A Formosa, are they under Prilithan and still, are they what, bought? Are they private? Do they belong, are they still under the stewardship of Perhiltan and NRES? And why are the elephants being used this way? They are aquatic performances, and the guy is climbing all over. There's all these horrid performances happening to such a majestic creature. And I think this is going on for years, but has anybody asked it? Is there an international law that actually governs this for a totally protected animal? Elephant. I want to understand it. That is why the wedding elephant triggered me, and yeah, I'm the one who made the police report. And so I'm really very upset. My heart is like broken into pieces, and I'm so disappointed. I really wish they were here.
We all wish that, unfortunately.
It
Thank you for that question, Christine. If perhaps does any panelists want to answer, or if not, I will go again.
But could I
Feel free to
also
chip in.
ask Dr. Keith Lindsay if there are any international laws that govern this, and can an international...
So,
Yeah.
I would be happy to answer that question, Christine. Thank you. So, to answer your last question first, there are international laws. The law is science. The one that our panelist has in fact raised in the past is the Convention for the Treatment of Endangered Animals, as well as fauna as well. Malaysia ratified this convention sometime in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, Raj. And after they ratified this convention, aspects of those convention was even put into local legislation, which is the Wildlife Conservation Act. So that's to answer the first part. Are there laws that are in place? There are. In fact, the Wildlife Conservation Act says that you need to have a license to use specific types of animals, but more importantly, there's a figure as we raised before. There are levels and different types of animals. They are classified accordingly based on how endangered they are. The Asian elephant is critically endangered, class 1, right? It's class 1. That means it should be 100% protected. By right, what if FA Famosa is using an elephant in this manner, it should not happen. To answer the next question that you raised is that, doesn't this fall under NRES ministry? It does. All elephants fall under the same laws, but unfortunately the protection that they offer is different. Clearly, they are not investigating this issue. Perhaps a complaint needs to be made. I was not aware that there were these types of rides and exhibits in the Famosa Resort, but they should be covered as well. Unless, of course, they fall under what I noticed is there seems to be a loophole in the Wildlife Conservation Act, where the minister is allowed to grant licenses for the use of such animals. So, ni tak munasabah dah masuk akal langsung ya. Kalau gajah tersebut memang dah endangered, macam mana juga kita boleh bagi lesen untuk orang gunanya juga? Tarik dia keluar daripada dia punya habitat juga, memang tak masuk akal. Dan dari segi ini, pemindahan seharusnya dibuatlah, ya, kepada after kita implementasi dan execution juga memang lacking. This is what is lacking. Tak mencukupi. So I suggest complaints need to be made and the ministry needs to be pushed for this. I hope that answered the question, Christine.
I'll ask you the rest.